How's it going today? And I apologize if this audio is a little bit rough. It's just I'm having computer system problems. Anyway, I'm here in LightWave and I'm just got a Mixamo character loaded in, and I'm going to show you how to create a fog effect, or basically to cover the ground plane in the physical sky. So I'm just adjusting my perspective right here, and let me go ahead and match the camera to my perspective. Now, let's go into VPR and take a look at things. Right there, the characters is kind of, you see the ground plane is taking up most of the scene. If we come into the backdrop, and I turn the backdrop off, now I'm in total darkness. And while I'm doing this, I think I'm just going to go ahead and delete my distant light, because I don't really need it. All I really need is the environment light. You have to have at least one light in the scene though. But now I'll just go into physical sky, and we'll double click on this, and then I'll go to item and environment light, and then that allows me to use the environment light control to control the physical sky. And so the heading controls like the 360-degree plane, and the pitch basically controls like the time of day it is. So the heading is going horizontally, and the pitch is going vertically across the sky. So you just should play around with those to get the kind of the feel of it. But what I found is that this physical sky is actually really nice. And right now I've got the sky taking up very little of the scene, so now I'm just going to take up most of the scene, at least 4/5 or 2/3 of it. Now I'm going to go into my rig, and I'm just going to drop him down a little bit. So I want to highlight the sky because it looks so great. And so now the question is really, what can we do with this? So let me just adjust my perspective a little bit here. And so let me close that window. Now, one thing I can do is I'm on the light, the environmental light, and if I control the pitch, I can really make it look dusk or dawn. And this is absolutely beautiful. Like, that is such a great colors of the sky right there. I've never seen anything quite like it. I've never really fully appreciated how awesome the physical sky is in LightWave, but it's very beautiful. And I haven't seen anything quite like it in any other program. But anyway, but then there's this lower part of the scene here. It's kind of a gradient. Maybe it's taking up 1/5 of the screen right now. It doesn't look bad, but I think we can do even more with it if we'd like to. So we just come into the backdrop, and we can add a textured environment. I'll double click on this, and I'll go into texture, and then I'll go to procedural, and I will use turbulence, and I'll increase the frequencies. That is what makes it look more cloud-like and gives it a lot of nice detail. Cloud-like detail really starts to make it look like cloud. And then you want to push up the contrast, but not too much, because then it starts looking weird. And so maybe in the 10 to 20% range, and it starts looking really very nice. Now you notice this is the main tip or trick with the environment, texture environment beneath the physical sky on the effects panel. It's taking up kind of the whole scene, but if I click and drag it above, then it's just the lower half. It's just affecting the ground portion, and that's kind of the effect that I'm looking for. So that's it. That's really my suggestion. Now, of course, you can change this color and make it white. Ultimately, what I did was instead of making it white, I actually made it a color of the sky. And so when you're looking at the final image that you'll see on the tail of this video, you'll see that the cloud's actually more the color of the sky. And that's it. It's just a really super great effect, a nice way to add something to your lower half of your physical sky. So take care and have a great day.